If you are preparing for CUET PG Masters in Public Health entrance exam and confused about where to start, this video will give you a complete step-by-step roadmap. After watching this video, you will know exactly how to start and what to study, how to crack this exam. Many students have commented regarding CUET PG MPH preparation video. This video is for all of you. I have covered all the details regarding CUET MPH preparation video, mainly regarding PYQ analysis also, which will be really helpful for your preparation. So first step is to understand 2026 exam pattern. Many students ignore this step and lose marks. The exam will be conducted in computer based mode. It's a bilingual question paper, English and Hindi. You will be given 90 minutes. All the questions, 75 questions will be from subject specific domain only. Some of you have commented, will they ask questions from general knowledge? No, please always follow according to the syllabus. For every correct answer, you will be awarded 4 marks. For every incorrect answer, -1 mark will be deducted. No penalty for unattempted questions. Please avoid blind guessing. Understanding this marking system is very important for building your MPH strategy. And remember, this is an all India entrance exam. Attempting questions with utmost care is very important. So how should student prepare for CUET PG MPH entrance exam? So let's start from basics. See, in the last video I have explained you in detail about the syllabus, what to study, which books to refer. Here you can see I have attached few images. These images are from KPAC textbook, and in this video I'll explain you how to study, in which chapter what to study. And first let's do PYQ analysis from 2023 to 2025. Then you will know in which chapter what to study. So if you look here in KPAC textbook, there are 24 chapters. See, for preventive and social medicine, KPAC textbook is helpful. For basic microbiology, basic biotechnology, I have covered all the details in the last video. If you missed it, please check it down. So if you are from medical background, non-medical background, or if you are from science background, or if you are from completely non-science background also, not a problem at all. Everyone can crack MPH entrance exam, just that you have to study smart and in a right direction. First step is, before solving question papers, you have to have basic foundations of public health. Like you have to know what is epidemiology, what is incidence, what is prevalence, what kind of study designs we use in epidemiology. All the basics if you have also, you can really crack this exam. In this video I'll tell you. So let's start with the first chapter, history of public health. Whether you are referring KPAC textbook or any other standard textbook, also first step you have to do is solving question papers from 2023, 2024 and 2025. All these 3 question papers you have to solve, and you have to know from each topic which kind of questions are asked. Suppose let's take example, history of public health. From this chapter I will show you all the questions asked from 2023 to 2025. Let's look at the first question. Here you see they have asked match the following. They have given theories and they have given the scientist names. For example, spontaneous generation theory, multifactorial causation of theory, germ theory of disease, web of causation. You have to do matching. Which scientists have done what? This question is also from history of public health. This is asked in CUET PG MPH 2023 shift 2. They have asked who is the inventor of microscope. Antony van Leeuwenhoek is the inventor of microscope. So the next question they asked in CUET PG MPH 2023 shift 2, social insurance was introduced by Bismarck. If you look at 2023 shift 1, the first question what I have showed, they have asked about theories, germ theory, spontaneous theory, what did Aristotle do. And in the shift 2 also you see, every time I do repeat, questions do not repeat as it is, but concepts do repeat. Here you see they have asked germ theory of disease, National AIDS Control Program, who is father of public health, causative organism of smallpox. As we know, causative organism of smallpox is variola virus, father of public health is John Snow, National AIDS Control Program 1987, germ theory of disease is Louis Pasteur. This question you see they have given certain terms and their definitions. You have to do matching. What is the health definition by World Health Organization? Winslow. Winslow is a scientist name. So which is the right matching for it? What is community development program? What is social medicine? So you have to do matching. See, there is a standard definition in public health. Public health is a science and art of preventing disease, prolonging life and promoting health and efficiency through organized community efforts. Which scientists have given this? This you have to know. If you know this thing, you can easily answer. It's Winslow. Next question they have asked in CUET PG MPH 2024 is, according to chronological order from the oldest to recent, you have to arrange it. You know when Millennium Development Goals started. One is Alma Ata Declaration, Sustainable Development Goals, Chadwick Sanitary Reforms. So that you have to arrange it, which is the oldest one and which is the latest one accordingly. So in 2024, if we look at from history of public health, just now we have seen from 2023, they have asked Winslow and they have given an elaborate definition of public health and they have asked which scientists have given the name. Here you see they have given just definition of public health and here they have given authors and here they have given book or idea or concept proposed by particular scientist or author. So if you have solved previous year question papers, you know Winslow has given the definition of public health. As we all know, John Snow, by using spot maps, he have proposed on the mode of communication of cholera. James Lind is famous for treating scurvy and the other one is social medicine. So you can easily solve such kind of questions. Most favorite topic of NTA and every time they do repeat questions from committees. Committees is really very important. In CUET PG MPH 2025 they have asked concept of social physician was recommended by which committee. In the last video also I have recommended. Please comment this answer. In the last video I have explained you which particular committee proposed the concept of social physician. See in the same 2025 shift what they have given. They have given all the committees name and recommendations. You have to do matching which particular committee proposed what. There is a dedicated video in Medseekers channel. Just type health committees Medseekers, you will get. I have described and elaborated about all the committees in detail. It will be very helpful for CUET PG MPH entrance exam. So before going to talk about epidemiology questions, just now we have seen all the questions from 2023 to 2025 from history of public health. Now when you are studying history of public health, what you have to study? You have to know which particular scientist, what they have discovered, what are the theories, which theories. Are there any changing concepts in public health? There are certain changing concepts in public health. First is disease control phase. The second one is health promotion phase. The third one is social engineering phase. Fourth one is health for all. And committees you have to study. And when you are studying about theories, you have to study about what is supernatural theory, what is humoral theory, what is theory of contagion, what is miasma theory, what is spontaneous theory, and which particular scientist proposed what. For example, germ theory is proposed by whom? And for example, if we study about Louis Pasteur, what did Louis Pasteur contribute? Which theories he proposed? And you have to study about what is yang and yin principle, what is Tridosha theory. All this you have to know. And you have to know Unani is which type of medicine, homeopathy is which type of medicine, which scientist proposed homeopathy. All these are really important. Suppose when you study any particular scientist, I'll just give you Hippocrates as example. For example, when you look at the word Hippocrates, these things you have to know. Hippocrates, he belongs to Greek medicine. He is also called as father of medicine, first true epidemiologist. He has written book Air, Water, Places, and he rejected supernatural theory of disease and he proposed humoral theory, 4 humors, that is phlegm, yellow bile, blood, black bile. All these concepts you should know when you study history of public health, and committees are very very important. Don't miss committees concept. So in epidemiology from 2023 shift 1, first question they have asked is epidemiological triad. In shift 2 they have asked odds ratio is derived from which particular study. In MPH entrance exam preparation videos, which is called MPH previous year question papers videos, have explained what is odds ratio, what is relative risk, what is population attributable risk. Make sure you check that video. If you have referred to that video or if you have studied standard textbooks, you will know odds ratio is derived from case control study. Now tell me, relative risk is derived from which type of study? Relative risk is derived from cohort study. From cross-sectional study we get prevalence. So when you solve previous year question papers, please look at each and every option carefully and read about that particular option so that you will have solid foundation. Now in 2023 shift 2 they have asked what observational studies does not include. Make sure you don't miss like these terms which does not include. They are not asking which type of studies are observational studies. Please solve such kind of questions with utmost care. Next question, in 2023 shift 2 only they have asked what is randomized control type. So as you know, RCT is an experimental study. When you study RCT, don't just study whether it's an experimental study or whether it's case control study or descriptive or cohort and leave like that. Study in detail. You have to know what are the phases in their RCT. There are phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 0, post surveillance phase. All these phases you have to know, and you have to know what is blinding in RCT, what are different types of blinding, single blinding, double blinding. Please study all that concepts. See, just before in the shift 1 they have asked odds ratio is estimated by which type of study, and you see in the shift 2 they have asked prevalence of disease is estimated by which type of study. As you all know, it's a cross sectional study. Here you see this question is from 2024. Just now from epidemiology concept we have solved questions from what odds ratio is derived from which type of study, RCT is which type of study. When you have solved 2023 question paper in detail with good conceptual foundation, you can easily answer. See, they didn't ask directly but the same topic they have repeated. Here they have given study designs, here they have given analytical outcomes. So case control study, you know, it's odds ratio. Cross-sectional study, it's prevalence. Descriptive study, it's time, place and percent distribution. Cohort study, it's relative risk. So for A it's 3, for B it's 1, for C it's 4, for D it's 2. Again they have asked which of the following studies are observational. If you see in 2023 they have asked which of the following are not observational studies, and here you see which of the following studies are observational. So in 2023 epidemiology questions they've asked RCT is which type of study. I told you RCT is an experimental study, and when studying about RCT, study about different types of blinding and what is blinding. So when you here in 2025 they have asked you question about blinding is most commonly done in RCTs. Here you see, and one more question on prevalence and incidence. In epidemiology, certain topics are really very important. You have to study what is prevalence, what is incidence, what is case fatality rate, what is relative risk, what is attributable risk, what is proportional mortality rate. All these are really very important concepts in public health. And next they have given steps of investigation of an epidemic. This is really very important topic. You have to study all the steps of investigation of an epidemic. And this is from 2025. They have given indicators and they have given classification. When you are studying what is mortality indicators, at the same time you have to know which type of indicators comes under mortality indicators, morbidity indicators, healthcare delivery indicators, what are socio-economic indicators. All these are really important. And here you see they have asked regarding, they have given certain terms and they have asked you to match. These are very important. What is isolation, what is quarantine, what is elimination, what is eradication, what are the steps of investigation of an epidemic. All these are really very important, and you have to know what is point source epidemic, what is continuous epidemic, what is propagated epidemic. All these concepts please study in detail in epidemiology. So the next question is also from 2025 from study designs. Here they have asked strength of association between risk factor and outcome is measured by. Please comment this answer. Everyone who are watching this video, if you have studied study designs properly, you can really answer this question. The reason why I am displaying all the questions from 2023 to 2025, because when you see the previous year question papers only, you will get an idea what to study, what not to study. Suppose if you are studying epidemiology chapter, when you look look at all the previous year question papers, then you will know, okay, study designs are really important. I have to study in detail. You have to study what is odds ratio, what is attributable risk. You have to know the formulas also. Sometimes they'll give you a scenario and they will ask you calculate odds ratio. They'll ask you calculate attributable risk. Sometimes they'll ask you calculate population attributable risk. So you have to know, and their interpretation is also very important. Odds ratio equals to 1 means what does that mean? So please study all this in detail. Sometimes they'll ask you which particular thing is expressed in percentage. Comment this also. I'll answer this in next video. So there is a dedicated playlist of CUET PG MPH 2026. There are many PYQs included in this. There are 2020 question paper, 2024 question papers, and from 2022, 2023, all the CUET PG MPH questions. I have compiled and made one MPH previous year question papers video, and I have explained certain concepts in detail. If you have missed it, just go to playlist section in the channel, and here you can see CUET PG MPH 2026. For previous year question papers, you can refer to this particular playlist. And many students have asked which books to refer and what resources to refer. KPAC textbook is just like a standard textbook for preventive and social medicine. It's not mandatory that you have to study only this textbook, but don't burden yourself with too many textbooks. Read according to whichever author you are comfortable. Some students might be comfortable with Vivek Jain, some students might be comfortable with KPAC. KPAC and Vivek Jain, both are good in my point of view. And the other books, if you are interested, Leon Goddess. Always remember, for entrance exam point of view, you don't have to become a public health expert having solid knowledge in one topic. Your motto should be to clear entrance exam with a basic foundation knowledge. Later on, when you enroll into MPH, you can learn in detail and you can become an expert. But what happens when you overburden yourself with too much information? Here, cracking entrance exam point of view, your approach should be having conceptual knowledge and solving MCQs in a right way. That should be an approach. For all the book links, I'll drop in the description box. Let's focus more on strategy in this video. So tentatively, NTA suggested that your exam would be in March. So I hope you all have solid basic foundations in public health. So what you have to do in the last 1 month, the strategy would really helpful. In the week 1, please brush up all your concepts. Conceptual foundation is very important for all the students who are preparing for MPH entrance exam. So week 1, master all the concepts. Week 2, practice all the PYQs. I mean from 2023, 2024, 2025. These are must. You have to practice this. Without this, it would be really difficult. If you have 2020 and 2021, 2022, first give priority to this. After this, go for 2022 and 2021. All these question papers are in Medseekers channel. If you can't find it, please do comment. I'll drop the links in the description. After that, after solving PYQs, you have to revise that. And week 4, please take a good number of mock tests, and don't take mock tests which are not related to your entrance exam point of view. Solving mocks of PYQs only is the best mock test, I feel, rather than taking all the commercial mock tests available in the market. I suggest take PYQ mock test so that it will enhance you and you will get a grip of how to solve previous year question papers. And lastly, revise all your notes which you have prepared. I hope this video is helpful. If this is helpful, please do like the video and share it with your friends who are preparing for CUET PG MPH entrance exam. And please do comment what upcoming videos are you expecting from Medseekers, which will be helpful for your CUET PG MPH entrance exam preparation. And these are Instagram and WhatsApp channel links. If you are interested, do follow for all the job updates and the latest updates. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.